Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you, and welcome to Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this 9 a.m. Eastern Time hour. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and it is Monday, February 16th. 2026. I realize that I am not in my usual space this morning, but I had a moment today and I thought to myself, it is not going to bring me a lot of joy to go sit in my little work corner. I want to sit elsewhere today. And sometimes the joy is in the choices that we get to make, And so I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit on my comfy chair this morning and I'm going to sit elsewhere. And so that's what I'm doing today. I'm putting my foot down. And so I'm looking forward to being comfortable today because that brings me a lot of joy. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? Let me know if you did anything special, from going out on a date to spending time with a loved one to learning to love yourself even more. Let me know if you did anything specific for Valentine's Day. And also, if you're tuning in live, let us know where you're joining from and what is bringing you joy today. As I said, my joy is sitting here and being comfortable. I did have a nice dinner with my husband on Saturday night for Valentine's Day. We went to dinner, though I had to have a moment here because last Valentine's Day, we went to the same place that we went to this Valentine's Day. And last time they offered a whole which is like, several courses of a dinner. And I love that because I don't go out to fancy dinners like that very often. And so I love, pre's because you can try a lot of different things, like smaller portions, you get whatever. So obviously I've shared before, we are vegan, plant-based diet. And so I really appreciate that this restaurant always has vegan options. They have a vegan menu, a full vegan menu, in addition to their regular menu. For those of you that are gluten-free, they have a gluten-free menu as well. And I just appreciate that. And so when we went to the pre, they had a vegan option in every category. So when you call and make a reservation for this place, they ask you, do you have any dietary needs so they can be prepared? Well, they say they can be prepared. We sat down and they gave us what looked like a regular menu. And I'm like, okay. So the server came over and my husband was like, we need the vegan menu. And he's like, oh, all we have is the Valentine's menu today. And I'm like, okay, what on here can I eat? One food item on this entire big list was appropriate for vegans. And then there was a salad that you could take the cheese off of and it would then be vegan as well, which is fine. So I did. We decided to stay, even though we were a little bit frustrated, because they always have a dessert option and everything too. Nada. For Valentine's Day? What? So I ordered the salad and I ordered the one entree. My husband ordered the entree. It was delicious. It was like a roasted pear arugula salad. And it was sprinkled with some pomegranate and had, of course, the roasted pear, and it had, the arugula and everything else. My body doesn't, I wanted to try the salad so bad, but my body does not like raw greens like that. It was fine though. But the roasted cauliflower is what we had for the entree with this really delicious rice. And there was like some sort of balsamic based sauce on the side that was really, really delicious. Like the entree was beautiful. It was presented beautifully. It was delicious. But then ultimately we were like, it's Valentine's Day. We need dessert. So we went and got chocolate truffles from the store on the way home. So that's what we had coming home for that. So it was great. It was a good dinner overall. It was a little bit, it was a little disappointing that it wasn't the same as, same amount of options as last time, and it doesn't take much. I think about when I have experiences like that, I really lean into, how thankful I am for places that provide really good customer service, because it doesn't take a lot. When you're calling to make a reservation and you say, hey, they ask you, what are your dietary needs? And you tell them, wouldn't be hard to go, hey, we only have one option tonight. You know what I mean? Instead, they wait for you to get there. So it's like very awkward if you were at the table and decide, oh, this isn't for me, and then, have to hightail it out of there. But anyway, it was joyful. It's always lovely to look over the Mystic River. That's where the restaurant was, in Mystic, Connecticut. And so it was good ambiance, and the food we had was delicious, and so I will take it. I will take the win there. And so I'm going to head over to the comments and see who's joining us today. Miss Teresa's here. Released, trust, bloom. Let's do this. Ready to go. M. Lowry is here. Good to see you. And then Miss Sang G is here. Happy Monday. I'm so happy to see you, Sang, always. Sound of joy. We get to experience these amazing things. So as the commenters alluded to, I have a co-host today. Miss Brittany Floyd is here, and I'm very excited. We're going to be kicking off her segment in a little while, Blooming with Brittany. And today we're going to bloom where we are. So I'm excited about that. Everybody, please welcome back to the show, Brittany Floyd. Happy Monday, Miss Brittany.
Happy Monday. I love that. And I love that thing. The little video.
It's very elevated, right? It's like it's giving Bridgerton.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving, it's just so good. It's so good.
It is. It is. I love it so much.
The flowers and everything. We could go to a masquerade ball after that.
Yeah.
Is what we could do. It's giving elegant, Margie.
Yeah.
This morning. How was your Valentine's, Brittany?
Oh, so I really have been a lot busier than usual recently. Yeah. So I took Valentine's Day for me, and then I just took, I just relaxed. I slept great. And then I had a nice, wonderful little bubble bath, and I even went live for a little bit over on TikTok and just played some romantic songs, and it was a vibe. Yeah, just relax.
I love that. I love that. I know that's every holiday that we have. There are some people that are just like, I don't like it and they list all of these reasons. But ultimately, I feel like even if you're not celebrating any holiday with another person, you always have the opportunity to love on yourself. Just love on yourself, and that's it. And saying the intro is fire. It's fire.
It is.
Absolutely. How was your weekend overall?
Overall, it was okay. I got some good rest. I want to pitch in real quick, because being vegan in the US is very, very difficult, right? And you try to find
where you live, absolutely.
Yes, especially here in West Virginia. Okay, so the other day, Mom had went to go get her procedure done, and if she's filling up for it, we always go out to eat afterwards. And she's like, "Well, what can you eat? Where can we go?" I'm like, "There's 2 places that offer one thing that I can eat. 2 places. That's it."
And so a lot of times it's fries or salad, like French fries for salad. We eat more than potatoes and lettuce, guys. Hello.
Exactly.
So did you end up going out? Did you get anything good? What did you eat?
We ended up going to a Mexican restaurant, but
Mm,
I had it. They have vegetarian options, so I just told them no cheese. I just had
mm,
them leave out the cheese.
yeah.
So that's a good thing. I guess you can, but even when you do go and you order it to your specific needs and stuff, people they always look at you crazy. They
I
always
know.
think it's just so
I
it's
know.
something
My
right
favorite thing though,
there.
it gives me a laugh every time is when you say that you're plant-based and they go, "Oh, I love it. We have gluten-free options here." Like, and I'm like,
Like,
"What? Those are two different things."
or they also mix up with vegetarian and vegan all the time.
Right.
They that
Right.
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But I
funny.
mean, look, I mean, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people who um I know, and it's look at my fellow vegans. I love you. There's no shade, but there's a lot of people that get really mad about it. And for me, it's not, there's nothing to get mad about. It's an opportunity to educate, and it's an
Yeah,
opportunity to, people, and not educate in the way of like, convincing someone else to be vegan, but just going like, hey, this is what it means for future. And you would think a restaurant would want to educate themselves for future, even if the education leads them to a more confident way to say, you know what, we don't offer vegan options.
right.
And instead of trying to, circle around it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
we'll leave it at that. All right. So I'm very excited because it's time for Blooming with Brittany. So I want to ask you first, like, so we were talking about, I was talking with all of my hosts in the off season in January about what segments everybody was going to do this year, and I had knew like some of the shifts that you're making in your life and business, and so yours didn't necessarily come to a surprise to me, but tell everybody how you arrived at Blooming with Brittany and what all we're going to experience in this segment with you when you're on the show.
Okay, so first off, I don't know what it was. I decided to create a TikTok called Brittany and Bloom. That's how literally it was just me. It was just gonna be of me. It was the fun part of me, just where I didn't have to focus on business. Whatever that made
Mhm.
me bloom is what from the inside out is what
Mhm.
I was going to create. And it went started from there, and then I started to work on my blue duck, which is even more of the bloom theme. And I remember when you originally had asked me, and I first said we're just going to do a craft for the holiday, and then it hit me. I was starting to look at the dates. I'm like, these dates aren't aligning really with the craft of the holiday. It either comes after or way before. So then I was like, let's do this. So I just want to bring more color to the forefront also, and creativity to the forefront for everyone, because it's helped transform my life and help me shift through the different seasons of my life. So that's really what is it's just going to be. We're going to talk about color, we're going to talk about creativity. We may do some creative exercises like today, so if you have a pen and a piece of paper nearby, please grab it.
Oh, I forgot to bring my. Oh, wait. I have something. I lied. Okay.
So I want to start off with, if you could see in the background, I have this beautiful dusty pink, and I kind of have like a dusty pink shirt on. And I want to talk about um, the color of the week, which is dusty rose. This week very much carries that. It's not a bright red, it's not a bold pink, it's not performative. It's a matured softness. It's what happens after you felt deeply and decided to stay open anyways. This week is not forcing growth, it's the week for allowing it. So if you feel quieter, that's not you shrinking. I just want to remind you, it's you integrating. And if you feel softer, that's not weakness. That's strength that no longer needs to prove itself. So Dusty Rose reminds us that blooming does not have to be loud to be real. Some flowers unfold slowly, not because they're behind. And a lot, what I'm going to talk about flowering, because I feel like we're often like flowers, very much like. So the other day I was opening up some seeds, that I had the dried flowers, and I was opening up the seeds to get ready to start them. And it just reminded me of how much abundance is in that, the seeds, of how much is really in that flower. And it's very much like us. We have so many seeds inside of us that we just have to tend to, and they bloom on their own time. So I just feel like the dusty rose is just another thing that are we're not in full bloom yet. It's more like we're rooting, so notice this week what's already opening. Notice where you already feel warm. And I just want to remind you all that you are not late, you are not unfinished, and you are unfolding in perfect timing.
I love that. I love that. I want to ask you specifically about the word bloom and what it means to you, because we had a very funny conversation, you and I, about that word. Because as soon as she started using that word, I kept going back to a movie that I love that I've talked about 100 times before, which is Meet Me in St. Louis, and it's from a different time. And they used the word bloom in the movie to signify innocence, like an innocence that you would have. Your bloom is your innocence that you would have, say, before marriage, before certain intimate interactions with males. And so we were laughing about we were laughing about that. But so just to cross our T's here, can you explain to everyone, when you say bloom, and I heard the flower reference as well, can you tell us what that means to you?
Yeah, bloom for me means allowing myself to expand without forcing the process.
Mm.
It means trusting that what is forming inside of me is valid even before it's visible, right? Just like the seed in the ground, we can't necessarily see it, but it's forming, it's rooting. It's not also about being the most colorful flower in the room either. It's about being fully myself in whatever season I am. It's about becoming comfortable in my own rhythm, creating without apology, uh, all that. So that's what I mean by blooming.
I love it. I love it. And it fits better than the one that I had.
Although I was cracking up every time. Now, every time I hear the word bloom, that's forever in the back of my mind now, because you.
I know. And it's what I couldn't help it. I'm like, I got to tell you what's in my head right now because I can't get it out. And so, it's always, we've been having a lot of conversation. I find this so interesting about this on Beyond 2D, on the Breakthrough Show. Rise and Shine Sundays has been talking about it. We've been talking about it within our virtual community, about the importance of pausing a minute and asking someone else what they mean by something, without jumping to imparting our own experience, our own definitions onto that word, because we all process things in very different ways. And that's how we get to know each other better. That's how we can, if we say that we care about a person, that's how we can then act like we care about the person, is by learning, their meanings for things and acting accordingly. And so, I think that it's, what you're going to bring to this segment is going to be amazing, because then we have the opportunities to, if you bring up the color Dusty Rose, and I would love to hear from you guys in the audience today, what Dusty Rose means for you. Like, what kind of feelings does it bring up for you? And that kind of thing, because again, then we can get to know each other a little better. And So for you, like when you're talking about a specific color, there's we know about color theory, how certain colors have certain
Mhm.
meanings, but would you say that you would check in with how you feel about the color and then look at, the color theory, or vice versa?
Always check in with how the color makes me feel first, because at the end of the day, we're all electromagnetic beings, and color is energy, and uh, it all makes us feel differently. It's never the same. Dusty Rose may make you feel some type of way, and it may make me feel some
Mm,
different type of way. So I think when I'm speaking of color, it's how I feel per se, and then also I do align it a little bit with you know what I mean, like the colors, because colors, too much of something is can always cause a discomfort in ourselves. I want to say
yeah.
that. So sometimes color can bring up different emotions and different feelings for each of us.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting that you say that too, because I was thinking about Margine came in the comments and said Dusty Rose is my second favorite color. And my grandmother, Dusty Rose was one of her favorite colors as well. However, when I think about how she used colors in different ways, I didn't never saw, maybe she had like a blanket that was dusty rose. I know she had shirts that were the dusty rose color from time to time. But it wasn't like, it was so understated, like she loved that color and she might have expressed it here or there, but it wasn't like her pillows were pink and her,
yeah.
like everything was that color. And so I think that's a great point to make, that when we're drawn to a certain color, it doesn't mean that everything in our life then has to be that color.
Right, right. And then is also, you also, because color carries certain energies and frequencies, if you're drawn to a certain color, it's good to explore that. Maybe because maybe that's something that you need more in your life, or maybe the opposite, you know? So it's good to check in with yourself when a color makes you feel a certain way, and maybe even perhaps do a little bit of your own research on that as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And knowing the energy that a color holds, I think is so important, because if you do check in with yourself and go, "Oh, dusty rose makes me feel, it's a calming color for me. It's
mhm.
it's calming. It makes me feel like relaxed. So if I have a certain situation or place in my home, for example, where I need to be higher energy, probably not going to put dusty rose in there
Dusty
because I'll
Rose.
be going to
Right.
sleep.
Right, exactly. And that's the beautiful thing about colors and everything, is that you can use it when when you find out the knowledge and the energies that each color can carry. You can start using color intentionally, and literally, it's I know I have, and it's look at when I first joined and started to be a co-host here on the show, and up until now, you could
Yeah.
see there's a huge difference, there's huge transformation,
Yeah.
so to speak. If you're feeling like you need more confidence in your life, and things of that sort, you could use color to help you.
Yeah.
And even with anxiety and everything, last night I decided to try something different, because I was very overstimulated. I had a lot going on in my mind. I was like, I need to calm my nervous system. So I have this little light that I plugged in, and it kind of looks like water, but it's like it almost is clouds. I don't know, it's beautiful. I got it from
Mhm.
Five Below, and I just started staring at it, and I noticed instantly how calming it was for my nervous system. So I was like, let me go live. And I put on some soft music, and I had the phone face on with the clouds, and did that, and I just told everybody, and everybody complimented me on how wonderful that live was and how good they felt. So it was just like, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I want to say hi really quick this morning to Danielle here this morning. And Gangsta Joe is here. Joe Nicasio, welcome. Good to see you. I don't think I will ever forget that, Joe Nicasio. Okay. I also think it's very funny that my roses that I got. Now, let me tell you this story, because usually I don't typically love being given plants as a gift, because one, if they are a plant, I usually can't keep them alive for very long. And the truth of it is I just don't make them a priority, because any of my windows in the house are not usually where I hang out, so they're not front of mind. They're, there's a lot of things that play into that. When I get fake flower, or not fake flowers, like cut flowers, they typically die very quickly. The roses in this bunch I got for my birthday on February 4th. They're still alive. They're still
Look at you.
And the bottoms are like a dusty rose color. The tops are more like what you would like baby pink, but then the bottoms are like a dusty rose color. And then I got flowers for Valentine's Day, so we shoved those in there too. So I have all these flowers here behind, but I'm like, they're alive, and they must have stayed alive because I didn't know that you were going to talk about this color this week. And I have the color behind me. Look at that.
Love it. Also, fun fact, before they start, falling, if you tie them and hang them upside down while they're to let them dry, they won't lose their shape or anything. They won't fall or anything. So it's always a cute little decoration too, is dried flowers.
I mean, to try to do that, just because I don't get flowers a lot, but because they're not necessarily my favorite things on the planet. I know Sang and I have had a lot of conversations about Fresh Flower Fridays that we love to, buy ourselves, but there's something about it that, like I said, with the cut flowers, I don't love it when they die. It's sort of, circle of life kind of. I don't need symbolism like that in my life right now. So, but I'm excited that they're still, and they're beautiful, and
they are beautiful,
and they just add like a little touch of color where, I don't have a lot of other things going on, in here at the moment. And I'm trying to be like more bolder with the colors.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
I've noticed that. Look at you.
I'm trying over here. No, I'm trying to get out of that too. I'm doing it. It's what I'm
doing. There you go. You're doing it. That's
Love
right.
It. All right. So do we have, what I want to do is take a quick break. Do we have an activity to do today?
Yeah, it's just a real quick one, less than 5 minutes. So.
All right. So we're going to take a super quick break. And when we come back, we have an activity to do. So get you a pen and paper, and you all need to participate. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Today is Monday, February 16th, 2026, and I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, here with my fabulous co-host, Brittany Floyd, this morning. And we just learned all about the color Dusty Rose and how it can enhance our lives in different ways. We also learned, what else have we learned today? This has been educational. We learned that Jessica kills flowers. We learned a lot of things. So now we're going to do an activity. I hope you all have let me know in the comments, do you have your pen and paper? Are you ready to go? And then Brittany, we're going to let you go ahead and take it over.
Yeah, and if you don't have a pen and paper nearby, we could just go ahead and you could just follow along mentally. I want to remind you all that we're not creating art, that we're creating awareness. So let's just take a soft breath in together and let it out. Now I want you to place your pen or marker or whatever that you have, writing or utensil you have, and I want you to put it on the paper. And instead of drawing something good, let's just start off with one slow, easy line and let it move however it wants. It could be curved, wavy, looping. There's no right direction. This line here is you, right now, as you are. Now, somewhere along that line, let a small branch just grow out from it. Doesn't have to look a certain way. Doesn't have to be anything. Just let it grow out. And let's add another. And maybe this one has a little spiral or a circle or something of that. And think of these little lines as signs of life. Tiny reminders that something is always forming, even if it's quiet. I want you to keep your hand moving. Light, playful, and curious. And if your mind says, this looks silly, just smile and just keep on moving. Remember, growth doesn't have to look like it, impressing anyone. And as you draw, ask yourself, what has shifted in me lately, even in a small way? Where have I handled something better than I used to? And then let's just add one more line to represent that. And let it feel open. Let it feel unfinished. Because truly, that's the beauty of beginnings. I'm just going to have you take one more breath in and release. And look at what you created. Not as art, but as evidence that you are not behind. You're in process. And that is blooming. This is what mine looks like here.
I love it. Yay. Very nice. I had a good laugh in my head because I'm drawing this line, right? And you're like, let it go whatever way it needs to go. So it's going all over the place. And then you were like, this line represents you. I'm like, isn't that fitting?
Very much so.
So this is my hot mess express.
Oh, I love it though. Look at it. Look at the little heart too that you put at the end.
That was the one where you said, where you said that represents when you've handled something better than how you used to. That was my moment for that.
Yeah, and I love your little spirals too. You know, I'm always out. The spiral is my
Spiraling all over the place. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, everybody. Thanks for coming today.
well. I got one spiral here, but that's my signature. And I just real quick, that is one of the most ancient symbols there is. And it's just for me personally speaking, a spiral is the journey within, how we're forever always evolving and then returning back home to ourselves. So that's why I love the spiral so much. But
Okay, well, maybe okay, so that makes me feel a little better. Let me know how y'all's came out there, because anybody have as many spirals as
I love it.
thank you. Yeah, that's lovely, and I may add a little color to it or something later. I don't know. We'll see, but it's very nice. Thank you for taking us through that. That was lovely. Yay.
No problem.
You guys can experience more of that sort of thing, that sort of activity when Brittany hosts her mindful doodling sessions every other Thursday. And the next one is coming up this Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's a half an hour. She takes you through a little meditation, little doodle, little breathing, and then you've aligned yourself for the rest of the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great way to stop, take a pause for a minute, because I feel like we all need that.
Yeah.
That life is chaotic. Let's just be honest. And we need a way to de-stress ourselves. And this is my way of bringing a little more peace to the world. So
there it is. There it is. And we are so thankful for it. It is Love Month here on Project Joy Live. We're going to take one more quick break and listen to Dorothy Auger's For Love poem. And we invite you to share with us the phrase, I shall stand for love, or we shall stand for love in the comments. And we'll be right back with birthdays after this. Don't go anywhere.
I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world is wounded, not just my little piece of land, where I am mostly safe, where I am mostly well, but our world, everywhere, every day. I shall stand for love, because we need more light, not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love, so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered, so that our borders are open. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. It's Jessica and Brittany here with you this morning. Really enjoyed our first Blooming with Brittany segment, and we're looking forward to that every month when Brittany's here and joining us on the show. So it's going to be great, and exploring more colors, because that's always fun. Bring more colors into our lives. All right, it's time for birthdays. Miss Brittany, you ready?
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, let me get my birthdays up on my phone. Here we go. All right, in the world of celebrity today, Megan Thee Stallion is 32 years old today. Actress Jane Seymour is 76 years old today. Chris Farley, an incredible actor and comedian who passed away in 1996, had a birthday today. Susan B. Anthony, who passed away in 1906, who did a lot of activism around equality for women, had a birthday today. Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons and Futurama, is 73 years old today. And my daughter told me that I had to add this one, even though I don't have any idea who he was. Zachary Gordon, 29 years old today. Apparently he starred in all of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. There you go.
Nice.
And the celebrities in my life, Lee Robeck has a birthday today, Breakthrough alum, and an alum from our Friendship Paradox movie, Karen Ramsey Smith, has a birthday today, and my cousin Sheila has a birthday today. Happy birthday, cousin Sheila. Anybody you're celebrating today, Brittany?
Tawana, I think, had a birthday. She was
Oh
on.
yeah,
She had a birthday a couple of days ago. That's the only one I seen.
very nice. Tawana is also a Breakthrough alum, and so we're wishing her a very happy birthday as well. All right, let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Megan, Jane, Chris, Susan, Matt, Zachary, Lee, Karen, Sheila, and Tawana. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. We hope you have an absolutely amazing day. And we need to find out what's happening this week on the Breakthrough Show Network. All right. Thank you, Dr. Dre. This morning, we have this afternoon, we have co-working coming up. Virtual co-working happens every Monday and Friday. Mondays at 12:55 p.m. Eastern Time and Fridays at 9:55 a.m. Eastern Time. We also have Manic Monday radio show this afternoon at 4:30 in our music lounge. It's a great place to just catch a vibe, whether you're cooking dinner, you're on your drive home, you're still doing work wherever you are in the world, you're doing school, whatever, and you want some good music to go along with it, you can come and join us for that. And then what else do we have going on? I will be back, of course, with Project Joy Live on Wednesday with one of our newest co-hosts, Ollie. He's going to be here for his Pardon My French segment, which I'm really looking forward to, where we can dive into the world of words, which could be its own tongue twister. World of words. And then, of course, as I mentioned, Brittany, you have something coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, which is mindful doodling at 1:30. It's just a half-hour session. See you there.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Yes. And then Stacy has her show on Thursday as well. Show Me Your Nuts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. She's got some events going on. Rise and Shine. Jamie Rich has some events going on Thursday. Thursday is going to be a busy day, and I'm off work, so I don't know what to tell you. But our calendar has really been filling up, not just with amazing shows, but amazing events in our virtual community too. So I highly recommend that you subscribe to our calendar. You can do that. You can find our calendar at thebreakthroughshownetwork.com or .club. And then also in our show description, you'll find the link to subscribe to our mailing list. Those are the two best ways to find out what we have going on also. And so I'm really looking forward to, and Saturday, Teresa has neurographics too, all on the calendar. So lots happening.
Great stuff. Great. Amazing.
All good stuff. Ways to be creative, ways to expand your business, ways to improve your life. So many different opportunities here inside the Breakthrough Show Network, where we support you in your next big breakthrough. That, those are always happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like it or not. Sometimes. Brittany, thank you so much for joining us today. Do you have anything final that you would like to share with our audience?
Just a friendly reminder that blooming happens in your own time. So make sure that you aren't comparing yourself to someone else, and that you just bloom in your own time. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Brittany. And where can I think I have a link for you in the description, but where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on TikTok. You can find me at Brittany and Bloom, and then also my website, sacredyensecrets.com. and that's all across all platforms. So
there we go. All right, everybody. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. This is Brittany Floyd, and we want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
It's not